Hello, family. Ever had those days where you feel like a square peg in a round hole? You're just not fitting in. And man, your edges are pretty beat up. So it's just a tough day, and I know what they say, fake it till you make it. Oh man. Well, me too. So, and I thought of that. I wanted to read you Psalm 61. It's just a quick little psalm, uh, 8 verses. But boy, I just saw something here that I haven't seen before. So let me read it to you. And as always, where you click on the word more, we'll have the words actually. Okay, this is the New King James Version. Hear my cry, O God. Attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry to you. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been a shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. Selah. For you, O God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. You will prolong the king's life, his years as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. Oh, prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So I will sing praise to your name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. When I was first going through this, the one thing that stood out was the end of verse 2. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. And it's easy to feel overwhelmed, just life, finances, issues, you know. It can get rough. But two things I saw out of this that I just never saw before. Some of what has been hardest is because I just refuse to be a doormat. I refuse to be a victim. And so you just see all these challenges coming on, and it's just like, when is it ever going to end? And I don't know how to convey this, but I'm going to try. I saw suddenly that David wasn't whining about all the attacks. He was seeing himself not as a doormat and not as somebody who was defeated, but somebody who needed to catch a breath before the next surge. That God had called him to do these things, and he knew he was going to succeed. But right now, he just needed to take a break. Instead of seeing it like, you know, I'm a worm and I can't do anything, he was more like, I'm exhausted and need a break. But when he was exhausted, what did he do? I thought there were 3 things in here that he said he would do. I will abide, I will trust, I will sing praise. For you have been a shelter for me. So his past experience with the Lord is building him up and encouraging him. It's a very muscular Christianity kind of view, which I find much more attractive than the wimpy mama boy kind of image that sometimes you get. And it was in, where is it? For you have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. And when I looked that up, it meant something occupied. So you've given me land to take and conquer. You have given me an area to overcome, and that's my heritage. And I'm asking you for strength, shelter, and energy to do it. Here's my mission. Here's my area of life that's for me to subdue, overcome, conquer, pioneer, terraform, whatever word you want to use. And I'm asking you for help and strength to do it. And I just think so long I have been reading the Psalms from a person that's sort of whiplashed by life, and yet, his call to fame is that he never lost faith in the Lord. But that's a victim mentality, and it just never really sat right with me because I refuse to be a victim. I think it's time to occupy our heritage that God has given us. What did Jesus say? Occupy till I come. And what has he given me to do? What has he given you to do? And just ask the Lord for strength to do it. But we're only going to get strength through, it's almost a prescription. I will abide. I will trust. I will sing praise. It was really all about the Lord, not what I did in my own strength, I'm just checking my notes to see if there's something else that I wanted to talk to you about. I think it all comes down to I'm going to decide to be whole and emotionally healthy by the power of God, and not overwhelmed. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. So it's time to occupy my heritage that God has given me. And I guess in a New Testament way, you'd say be an overcomer. Not through my strength, but through his. But I also need to stop reading the Psalms as David whining about life, but just being brutally honest with the Lord about where he is and what he needs to get out of it. To move on and win in his situation. So, those are my thoughts about Psalm 61. I hope you have a fabulous day. All God's best.